Joel, in these times that it's hard to express something, there are different ways to say what we want to say, and you decided to do it different. Tell us a little bit about it.
Perfect. So I'm Yoel, I'm the Jewish fitness coach. I run around the world as Batman for the BBAS boys, and I try and educate non-Jewish people about this family because they love Batman growing up, and I want to share to the world that's who they are in a way that's not being too political. Of course, there is an element of politicalness to this, but I do it in a way through running as Batman, who was Kafir Ariel's who was it? Ariel's and Kafir's
Yes, it was
superhero.
like a symbol. The Batman was a symbol for the
The Batman
family
was
Vivas.
exactly yes.
And tell us a little bit, how has it been the experience? Because you started to run, somebody says, why are you running like Batman? Why not, I don't know, in any place?
So we get a lot of people are always asking why I run as Batman, and it's really curious to know, especially from non-Jewish people who may not know about the story of the Bebas and the Batman. But I run as Batman for the non-Jewish so that they're very curious and they ask questions, and then they ask their friends who may be like at the race who may know, and then they share the story about the Batman. So it's an opportunity for me to help other people teach about the Batman story as well. So we had a lot of love and a lot of support from the non-Jewish people who've learned about this family for the first time.
Tell me something. Many people won't speak it, I won't say anything because they are scared. You're running in an open.
Yeah.
Did you have any bad experience, any good experience? What has happening in your run that you remember more that happens like, oh no?
So I'm very fortunate that I've not had any negative experiences so far. Not that I know of, because we've had security at each race. But there's been a lovely experience in Sydney Marathon when I was running around mile 20, which is close to the end of the Sydney Marathon. I had someone who was maybe 20 meters away from me, and they were looking at me, and I got a bit nervous because I was like, I'm running here, and like when people stare at you for a bit long, you get a bit anxious. And he came up to me and he whispered to my ear. He said, "I'm not Jewish, but I learned about the Bibas family from your London Marathon race, and I'm so happy that you're here running in my hometown, that was
Right.
Sydney." So he was very grateful and he was very fortunate that I was running, and he learned about the family. So I think so far it's only been positive experiences, and even if there are anything negative, I just double down on the positive experiences because this it's already been a dark time in the world right now. I just want to focus on trying to bring some light into a dark time.
You know, you are a reference for also young people because you are in social media, Instagram, TikTok, and everything. What do you think about it? Because for them it's different. It's hard to express or hard to find or to do it different. So
Yeah, I think social media. There's a lot of pros and cons to social media. There's a lot of bad things happening, but I like to think my content's quite positive. I think it's important for anyone who is on social media to remember that this is social media, and also to make some time to take a little break from social media. So go on walks, train, do things you enjoy, and just leave social media aside because it's important for your mental health to take a little break. So that's very important for anyone, not just young people, is to put your phone down and enjoy being present with your family and friends. But I also think anyone posting on social media, you're going to be people are going to be listening to it and watching it. So I think post things that you feel comfortable posting, and I think sometimes it's very easy to put all your emotions in social media. And I like to think before you post, always think before you speak, because then sometimes it helps a lot with anything you say that maybe you're not meaning. Maybe it's actually in the moment it's frustration.
you know, we were just with Montana Tucker
Yes.
also and with other influencers talking about how they feel when they express they are Jewish in these kind of things. Because many people have said, no, no, I'm not Jewish, I'm not with Israel,
Yeah.
I want to keep it for me, I don't want to be get involved. What is for you?
Well, this is who I am. I'm Jewish. I'm born Jewish. I love the traditions. I love the Jewish food. I love becoming a better Jewish person. It allows me to reflect on like the Yom Kippur or Rosh Hashanah time. And I think in myself, I'm always trying to progress and I want to show up visibly. And I say I'm not the most religious person. I'm definitely more religious than some people. I'm less religious than some people. But all I do is like show up visibly as myself. All I want to do is just be a proud Jew and show my day-to-day life and what I do with my Judaism. and that's who I am. And I think if people like it, great. If people don't like it, then that's on them. But I think the best thing you can do is just be proud of who you are and not let anyone take anything away from you for who you are and what you stand for,
and not to be quiet.
and
That's
not to be
important.
quiet.
And you know, more now it's more important because it has been more than 2 years from what happened on 7 on October, or on October 7. It has been a lot of time since what's happened with the Vivas family, and it tends, in this world, everything that happens 15 days ago, it's not more news. It's not more interesting.
Yeah.
So you're bringing light again to the. How do you feel about it?
So I think we think about what's happening in the Jewish history in just 100 years. The Holocaust happened 80 years ago, and there's people now denying the Holocaust. So
Yes.
it's important that we educate as many people now, because it's only a matter of time that people are going to be denying what happened 2 years ago. So what we post now, as much we post now in a way of educating as many Jewish and non-Jewish people, will help us so that in years to come we have less deniers about the tragic events of our Jewish history.
Thank you for your. And now, to finish, you are in Mexico. Tell us a little bit about the experience in Mexico. You haven't run now on Sunday. We will talk later about it.
Yeah.
But you have been with the community and other suppliers and on the streets. And today you run with the Keile. Yes,
Yeah.
and you made a run. What does it mean for you to
So
be?
Mexico community has been really supportive and lovely so far. I'm loving the food. The coffee here is actually very, very good. I've been
They are
very
going to
impressed.
get you a
Coffee.
girlfriend or a wife. Eh? Be careful.
We'll see. But it's nice. It's a really nice community. Lovely, lovely people. But yeah, I think I was surprised. Like I went to a charity yesterday. I went to a charity that was a Jewish charity for people with disabilities, and it's amazing they have the support here in Mexico. So that was beautiful to see, and I think just I thought it'd be actually a bit warmer. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting Mexico to be a bit warmer, but it's a bit colder than I thought. But
Yes.
that's good as a Brit. It's brilliant.
I know everybody, the woman, everyone show you and say, "I have to be with her." And well, you know. Eh? Eh?
Maybe you never know what comes off.
I know you have already offers of food, rooms, house, clothes. I don't know everything.
Amazing.
The Jewish community and the Keile. It's very. They open here.
Yeah.
Something you want to say for the people. Something that you haven't said that you want like people to understand. Or
I think I have mentioned most things.
one second, 1 second.
I think one thing that means a lot for me is being extra grateful in life. I have a sister with Down syndrome, and I think we're always on our phones. We're always like thinking about the next best thing. But I think it's important to like sit down and like be grateful for what you have, because I think life is beautiful, and I think we always want more. We always think about what's happening in the world, but actually there's a lot of beautiful things in the world right now, and the people around you, there's a lot of life to live for. And I think if we can all be a bit more grateful every day, then we're going to enjoy life and make better decisions about what we decide to do over the next 5-10 years. So if everyone can just a tiny bit more grateful and say thankful for the people around them, and like express their gratitude or their love to someone they feel close to, I think everyone will be a happier person.
So it was a very important experience for you yesterday with Kadima.
Yeah, Kadima, yeah.
How was it?
It was brilliant. I felt like I was at home. It was a really sweet charity, great place, and they had a great support. And seeing people with disabilities have great support means a lot to me, because I have a sister with Down syndrome. So growing up, I've seen communities where there's been support for people and there hasn't been support to people. So coming to Mexico City, where I didn't think maybe there would be this type of charity, and seeing the charity and the amazing support they have, it warms my heart knowing that there's people here who have the support they need, and their families have the support they need for their loved ones. So I think I'm very grateful for the charity.
Thank you very much. We hear that every people that runs when you are running, they feel protected because they are running with Batman. So if Batman is there, everybody's protected. It's hard to run with that. You don't run to win.
Yeah.
You run for winning? No. You run for.
I'm running for. Because I'm doing so many of these runs. I'm running for safety. I'm running to finish. I'm running for impact. Like if someone's come out to support me, they are the reason why I'm there, because they've come out to support me, and I want to say hi. I want to share my love, because marathons aren't just about me anymore. They're about us. They're about communities coming together for a family we care about. So the first marathon, I wanted to get a fast time. I wanted to push. But now it's like for opportunity for communities to come together and just show some love to the Bebas family and Batman.
Thank you very much. Good luck on the run. We will talk a little bit later. I'm sure you will get a lot of impact, positive, and much more in this place in Mexico.
Gracias.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.